Hello, like minded people. Welcome to my channel. I want you to feel at home, to feel comfortable here. Please remember to hit the like button when you come in. Subscribe if you haven't. Leave a comment and tell a friend. And tell a friend to tell a friend. And please come back. You're always welcome. Thank you. Hello, hello, hello. How are you? And welcome to Passionately Intrigued Arts. Welcome back if you've been here before. And welcome in if this is your first time. I've got to make some whiskey flask, and I got to make one actually, and I'm going to make two because I want to make me one for the holidays. But I'm going to show you the one that I have to make for a customer and let you see what my process is. So thank you for being here. Hold on just a moment. I'm going to take you down and get this party started. Okay? So this is my flask. It's not real big, but it's a flask. It's big enough. And I actually got these a while ago from Ollie's. And it has a little something on there that says take me with you. I don't know if you can see that or not, but we're covering that up. We're covering that up. These are beautiful. They turn out really nice. So what I do, you got to start out and you got to clean it off with alcohol. Get all the fingerprints and oil and whatnot off of it. So we'll do that. And then I have it sitting on this. I'm using this silicone mold because we will be using resin, UV resin. And the reason I can use UV resin with this item is because the resin is not going to cover the portion that you will be drinking out of. Some people turn it up, but others put it in a shot glass. But still, there's not going to be any UV resin in this area. The UV resin will cover the image that I'm going to place on here. So I have it cleaned off, and I'm going to show you the image that I have. So for the front side, the gentleman drinks Hennessy. And so I created this image, and I got it from Google. It was this bottle and the background, and then I found just a PNG of the leaves that go around it, and I placed that on top and then did an offset so that the leaves had a background of black. And then I just merged the two together and flatten them. So this is what I came up with. And we're going to put that, I'm gonna take my gloves off because this is sticky paper, sticker paper. Got this from Amazon. I don't quite know the brand offhand, but I will link it in the description. So let me take these gloves off for a moment so I can peel this backing off. And after I printed this inkjet printer, after I printed it, I can't even talk. After it was printed, I put a coat of clear spray paint on here to seal in everything. And when you spray paint it, or even when you put the resin on there, it lifts out the color a lot better. But I spray painted it because I don't want any type of bleeding or anything when I put this epoxy on. Okay, so I want to get this on here evenly. I need to take my time. I'm going to fold it in a U shape. Let me stand up. Hold on. And hopefully I get it on here right the first go around, because it is not going to come off too easily. So I'm hoping, oh boy, I hope so. So I'm just going to hold it and press it in the middle, and then just do one side at a time. I don't want air bubbles. So I'm just going to smooth it over a little bit at a time so that I don't get any air pockets underneath this sticker paper. Okay, that's one side. It's looking kind of even, I hope. And now I'm just going to do this other side. I just go up and down a little bit at a time, smoothing it out so that I remove any air that is up under here. Ta-da! Good enough for me. Then I'll just smooth out the edges. and make sure it's sealed down. I don't want any epoxy UV resin to get underneath this. So I just want to make sure that it's down here good. It's got that side done, okay? I'm going to flip it over. Normally I just do one side. Normally I do one side, but it's the holidays and I'm being a little generous. It isn't quite even. There's a little more of the flask on this side than this side, but you know, once they have a couple shots of Hennessy, they won't know the difference. That I found online, and I'm going to put that on the back side. And like I said, I hope I lay it down evenly, but I'm going to do the best I can by eyeballing. So I put it in a U shape. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, it hit, it hit. It touched. And then smooth out one side, a little bit at a time. Oh, I don't think this is going to be even. Then I'm going to go across here and smooth this side out. Oh, it don't look bad. It don't look bad at all. Oh, kind of went over a little bit. Oh, well, it is what it is. It's on here. Just smooth it all the way around. And this is what we, oh, let me get that little corner. And this is what we have. Front and back. Okay? I'm back. I had to take a little lunch break. I was starving. So I put some vegetable egg rolls in the air fryer. And I topped them off with the last in my jar, the first jar that I opened of the jalapeno candy, the cowboy candy. And baby, it was delicious. So I got some sunshine going on right now. It is 23 degrees with a wind chill factor of 12, but the sun is shining. So I want to get this UV resin on, and I'm listening to I Bring It in the background. If you hear that, I bring it every day. But I want to get this UV resin on because I only have a couple more hours of daylight with the sunshine. And I thought I had everything. Let me grab a brush. Be right back. Doggone it. Here it is. Okay. And a cup. So I wasn't quite prepared, you know. I always think I am, but I'm not. Use this little silicone cup. And let me just wipe it out. I don't know. Let me spray some alcohol on it and wipe it out. Just to make sure. I see some glitter on there. And I know he don't want no glitter on his cup, on his flask. So let me wipe that out real good. And pour me some UV. Oh, it's on the outside. Okay. Pour me some UV resin in here. And I get this from Amazon, and I have a large bottle, and I just keep filling it up. So I'll just place some in here. I'm going to put quite a bit because I want to do the front and the back. I'll probably have to put some more. I'm going to let this sit for a few so that, because it has air bubbles. So maybe some of those air bubbles will rise to the surface. I'm going to let that sit while I prepare this flask. So what I do is take the top off, and I use some type of stick. I was going to use this glue stick, but it doesn't, it's too flimsy. And I place it in there. So I don't know what this thing is. I think it goes to my banner, to extend my banner. I'm just going to put this in there so that I can have a handle to hold on to this. Put it in here, and I'm going to use some electrical tape and tape it on there. If I can find where it starts. Where does it start? Right here. Because like I said, no UV resin will be on this part. But this is going to help me to handle. Let me cut it. This is going to help me to handle the flask while I put the UV resin on. So you just get some type of dowel or something round, something that will fit in that hole, and tape it on. It's much easier if you do this without gloves, but I don't want to take my gloves on and off, on and off. Is that going to be good enough? I'm going to put a little bit more because it's still kind of flimsy. Put another piece, just so it's secure. Try not to have it move around so that I can, oh, there goes my glove, so that I can get a secure grip on it as I put this UV resin on. Okay. Now, first, I can lay this down because I'm doing this side and there's nothing on the other side. So I'll lay it down and start with this UV resin. So there's still bubbles. I don't know if you can see that or not, but there's bubbles in there. So I'm just going to spray a little bit of alcohol in there and try and get some of those surface bubbles out, popped. Then I use a stiff, like a stenciling paintbrush, stencil brush. And, oh, they're laughing quite loud. I'm going to have to turn that down, I think. But I can't. I can't get up and do anything right now. So sorry if it's too loud. So I'm just going to apply to the top of this image and go back and forth. And what I'm going to do, let me sit this down. I might have to hold on to this so that it doesn't move. And I'll just go back and forth with a thin layer because I don't want it to drip anywhere. And I'll probably put two coats on here, but you want to make sure you get the edges so that you seal this image onto the bottle, to the flask, because it's going to be washed. I'm sure, I would hope that they wash it, and you don't want any water to penetrate underneath this image. Go back and forth. And like I said, when you go back and forth with image, when you feel that it's smooth, then you know that you've covered the surface. Now right here, I know there's none on there, so it's a little rough until you get epoxy over there, resin epoxy, whatever you want to call it. So I'm just pulling it over from one side to the other. Okay. So I'm just coming from one side, pulling over to the other side. And I don't know if you can see the ridges in here now, but resin levels out on its own. So it will flatten evenly. Okay, then you can go back this way. It's just a thin coat to start with, just a sealer here. Now I can set it out in the sun now where it's laying down flat, or I can do the other side and stick this up in something. But what I'm going to do is take it on outside. I'm going to let the UV work on it. And then I'll flip it over and do the other side. So there's surface bubbles, and I'll bring it close. On the camera, don't know if you can see that or not, but there's surface bubbles. So I can use a torch, or I can use this alcohol. Spray it with alcohol and get rid of those surface bubbles. Since I'm taking it outside, I'm going to clean my brush out. And then I'm just going to get a plastic bag and stick this brush in the plastic bag so that this UV resin doesn't harden, and make sure that it doesn't get into light anywhere. Or you can clean it out with alcohol and have it all clean and ready to go when you do the other side. So I'll be back after I put this outside and let it cure. I decided to do both sides at once. So I flipped it over, and I'm going to do this because I figured out a way to stand this up. So I'm going to go ahead and cover this back side and put it out there in the sun, and it'll get both sides at one time. Same thing. Back and forth, thin layer. And that's really enough. So I just go back and forth and spread it out evenly. Let me go this way. So this is concaved on this side. So it swoops, I'm swooping up. So I swoop up, and I'm just going to get these sides. Don't have to, but I want it to be even, and I don't want any like ridges, where I stop with the UV resin. I just want it all to flow together. So I'm going to do the top, put a thin layer on the side, and then I'm going to come over here on this opposite side and do the same thing. Put a thin layer on the metal. A little bit on the top. And like I said, it's not necessary, but I just want it all to flow with no lines. And then I'm going to do the bottom as well. Now let me take it down this way. And then at this point, you know, you can use your finger and really smooth it out. Your gloved finger. Okay? Now, wipe my hand off. Move this out of the way. I need to wipe this resin out of this brush again. I need 4 hands. So what I'm going to do is I have these. I need another towel. Hold on. When you get resin on your hand, see, I can't set this thing down. When you get resin on your gloves and you want to get it off, just spray your hands with some alcohol. Rub it a little bit and then wipe it off. Okay, so what I'm going to do is use these clips and see if I can balance this to stand up. Put one on this side. Let me hold it. And then I'm going to put one on this side. So let's see. So see? Ta-da! I'm taking it outside in the sun. Hopefully there's not a strong wind or anything. Maybe I'll sit something on each side so that it doesn't fall over. But I'm going to take it outside, let it cure, and I will be back. Where there's a will, there's a way. So I wanted to make sure that it wasn't going to fall over if the wind wasn't going to knock it over. So I put a couple weights on each side. You know, like I said, it's cold and snow and stuff out here, but the sun is shining. So I need to take advantage of that. I'll give it 10 or so minutes, and I'll be back. I'm back, and I left it outside for maybe 15 minutes or so, and it's cold right now, but it's cured. Look how smooth that is. So I kind of want to let it get to room temperature before I put another coat on. But what I'm going to do, y'all like my concoction here to make that stand up? What I'm going to do is put my, my branding, my website on here. Let me take my gloves off. And I'm going to put it on the bottom here. And I think I'm just going to wait a little bit and let this get to room temperature. Once it's at room temperature, because the sun is going down. It's only, not even 4 o'clock yet, close to 4. And the sun is going down. So I'm going to put this on the bottom. See if I can do that evenly. You know, I be eyeballing stuff and my eyeballs don't quite get things even, but that's good enough. I just want my name on there. And then I'm filling something. I think what I'm going to do is take it back outside and sit it down like this because, yeah, this top part didn't get the sunlight. I need that to cure as well. So I'll be back. Let me set that out here for 10 minutes so this top can cure. I'm back. It's another day. The sun ran out on me yesterday, but we have another beautiful day today. It's still cold and snow out there, but the sun is shining. So I am going to put this second coat on here just for added security, and to coat this my website, to coat that and put the second coat on. Take this out in the sun, let it cure, and then I'll be back and done to show you the results. Stay tuned. Okay, great people. Okay, great people. I am done. I have finished another order. Let me show you what we have here. And so you can see what's going on. It turned out really, really nice. Would you look at that? Look at that. It is so cute. It's cured. It has 2 coats on it. That's the front. And this here is the back. branded, ready to go, ready to go. And so with that, I told you I was making two, right? So I got a bonus. I got a bonus for you. I made one for myself for the holidays. You know, if I drink, we'll see. More than likely, I'll have a drink or two. But check this out. Okay, this is the back. Mama Grinch. I'm not a Grinch really, but you know, I don't have the funds like everybody else does, or like most people do. So, you know, I'm economical. So I'm not a Grinch. You know, sometimes I say buy humbug, but that's just not a just whatever. So this is the back of it. Okay, and I've got to put another coat on mine. This just has one coat. And look at the front. Look at the front. Mama. This is Mama Grinch. I got this image from the Best Uni. Um, it's really, really cute. And what I did, let's see, she had in this hand, she had Starbucks coffee. And then in this hand, she had a can of something, but I couldn't see what it was. So I replaced it with, I don't drink beer necessarily, but I do love the Modelo and this flavor here. There's a couple of them that I love, not just the straight beer, the pina colada, picante, this lemon lime one, ones that have flavor. And then this is a glass with ice, a lime, and Mexican salt around the rim. So I just replaced those items in her hand. And I thought it turned out really cute. Just got to put that second coat on there. So yes, I am done. Done, 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 done. I hope the customer is satisfied. I think he will be. Peace and love, everybody. I appreciate you. Thank you for watching and following along. Hit that like button. Give me that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. I have so much more to give. Subscribe if you haven't. If you have subscribed, thank you so very kindly. I truly appreciate you. Notification bell. It would be nice if most of you would hit that notification bell. In my analytics, it shows that not many folks click that notification bell. I know I do for most that I follow. Those that I follow hard, I hit that notification bell so that I am notified when you all have something up and coming. And I would appreciate it if you would give that favor back and hit the notification bell. Um, thank you so much. Peace and love, toodles, and I'm out. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day, and we'll see you real soon. Okay? As always, I thank you for your time. I thank you for stopping by, and much appreciation for your support. Click the notification bell for intriguing content. Thank you.